Back in the winter of 2023, I was asked by a group of friends of mine to join them this summer on a hike in a Monkman Lake in Monkman Provincial Park in British Columbia. I was very excited to be offered the opportunity to come along because this is one of the most beautiful areas in British Columbia. It has pristine wilderness, waterfalls, rivers, mountains. It just has it all. So of course, I had to say yes. However, I did have my reservations about going. You see, the gear I own is old. It's very old. In fact, it's 27 years old, and I am a little worried about how it might hold up. Of course, one of my favorite expressions is, go with what you got. So, I guess that's what I'm gonna do. Hi, I'm Zhiyun, and today and for the next 4 days, we are hiking the Monkman Lake Trail, and you get to come along with us. Our first day we're going to be doing about 15 kilometers, just a little bit under. Our first stop from the trailhead is going to be approximately 6 kilometers at the suspension bridge crossing the Murray River. That's going to be pretty cool. Just at the suspension bridge we'll have our lunch, and then we'll carry on for about another 7 kilometers. That'll bring us to the Trot Camp, and that's where we're going to spend the night. All right, we are off and hiking the Monkman Trail to Monkman Lake. 7 of us here. A little bit of background. We arrived last night at the Canoeso Falls Campground, which is located at the trailhead for the trail we're doing here, the Monkman Lake Trail. It took us about 3 hours to drive here from Grand Prairie. Maybe slightly less, wasn't exactly paying attention. All right, we have made it to the suspension bridge. Okay, that was a very bouncy experience coming across that bridge. All right, on the trail again. Just had our lunch stop, Murray River Campground, and we are marching. Next campground is Trot Campground. 7 to 8 kilometers to go. Get us in by 6 o'clock, which will be time for supper. Set up camp, kick back, and enjoy the evening. All right, we have made it to Trot Camp. Got a tent pad all set. There's enough for all of us and a few other sites, so we are good. I am gonna set up my tent so I can get to my stove and get dinner cooking. I am starving. All right, it's Saturday night at the Trot Camp. Boiled the water. We've got our dinners ready. Here we go. Let's it's kind of runny eggs. That is actually not bad. Needs a bit of salt though.
After we had something to eat, we got to enjoy a nice campfire before tucking ourselves into our tents.
Well, good morning. Morning 2, Trot Camp. Had a great sleep last night after hiking those 14 kilometers. Wow, what a great hike. Was really stiff and sore, just in the shoulders, just some irritation. Muscles haven't been used in a while. It feels great now. My hip flexors were a bit tight. They're feeling pretty good now. Admittedly, wake up with my ankles being a bit stiff. That will change and we'll get them loosened up as we move forward. The tent held up really well so far. 27 years old. It is hanging in there, no problem. The fly hanging up way behind on the grass there. A lot of condensation in the morning here. I think we went to bed, it was around 10 degrees. Woke up in the morning, it's about 4, maybe even 3 degrees Celsius. So it's starting to warm up. Had to take take off the toque because I was getting too warm and just on with the cap now, but still wearing the puffy jacket. So today is a short little trip. We're only doing about 6 kilometers into the Cascades campground. We're looking forward to it. This is what it's all been for. I can't tell you how excited I am to see the Cascades after hearing about it for so long. Cascades campground just ahead. We've just come out of the trees here, across the rocks, looking across the valley. This is the first time I've been able to see the beauty of the mountains here in a while. Holy smokes. 7.11 kilometers. This is amazing. This is picturesque like I've never imagined. I had expected a lot because I'd heard a lot of how gorgeous this was and how I had to get here to see it, but this is incredible. Well, we made it here to Cascade Campground and the Cascade Falls. There's a series of falls here. There's one just to my left over here, obviously one behind, more up here. We're going to do a little bit of exploring, see them in a little more detail, shoot some video, take some photographs, but this is truly a spectacular location. The Monkman Provincial Park here in British Columbia. What an amazing adventure to get here. I now understand fully what all the hype was about, to come here and see these waterfalls, to hear the noise, to hear the rush, to see the water cascading down the chute as it falls over the edge. It's just incredible. All right, we are going to try and get over to the falls just over here, get on top and get some cool footage. We've just come out of the woods just below us, Monkman Falls. We've come upstream to McGuinness Falls, and we've just come across this oasis just at the base of McGuinness Falls. So of course this whole area is known for dinosaurs, and what we have here is definitely a dinosaur track stretching back. What's that? So that's a massive dinosaur track right there.
It's actually Tyrannosaurus Rex.
But even look, like right here, like there,
Yeah.
there.
Oh my Lord, this is incredible. Wow. And over here, it comes down this narrow chute, all this water. That's like 110 feet straight down. That's incredible. Woo!
This tent pad I'm on tonight in the tent is meters away from the edge of the river and just a few more meters away from the Brooks Falls, and you can hear it just roaring behind me. So falling asleep, I think, should be nice. It could be difficult, and let's see what kind of dreams I have in the morning.
Day 3 is going to be a bit of a big day, but we're going to break it up a little bit. In the morning, we're going to leave the Cascades camp where we spent overnight for night 2. We're going to hike about 1 kilometer up the trail back to the main trail. We're going to leave our packs. We're going to go lightweight for about another 5 kilometers all the way out to Monkman Lake. All right, we have ditched our packs, or at least unloaded most of the stuff out of our packs. Headed to Monkman Lake now. We have the Babbling Brook. We got everyone here behind us. What a fantastic little spot here. You know what? I think I want to camp here. This is the place to be. The falls were great. This is better. We have just arrived at the lake, getting some glimpses through here, through the trees, and as we break out, look at this. That's a lake and a half. Wow, Monkman Lake. Look at the mountains beyond. We are at the top of Chambers Falls, as you saw in the video earlier with the 360 camera looking overhead. Oh my God, that's high up. That's pretty impressive. You wouldn't want to fall. Just to recap the falls. So we had Brooks Falls, Cascade Falls right outside our campground last night, Monkman Falls, McGinnis Falls, and finally we just saw Chambers Falls. I don't know if you can see behind me. I just turned around to have a look. Holy smokes. You know what? Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, stop. Come to Monkman Provincial Park here in British Columbia. You have got to see this. Before we head back, we're going to take another scenic route, one of the side trails, past some more waterfalls before retrieving our packs and doing the next 7 kilometers back to Trot Camp for our third night. Back at Trot Camp for our second time and our fourth night. Time to get some fresh water into the water bottle. Take care of some personal business. Cook up some dinner, tuck ourselves into our tents, and get a good night's sleep. Today will be a 14-kilometer push back to the trailhead and the finish of the trail. Right. Highest point, I was right out of camp. 600 meters from camp. Feels like it was straight uphill. It was uphill, and now we're at the summit here of this little hill, and we're getting this incredible view. Much different weather today than we've had the last few days. A little grayer today, a little more socked in. Good thing we're on our way out because rain is forecast for tonight and tomorrow. Have reached the end. The group is here. Everybody, hip hip hooray! Come on, let's hear it. Hip hip hooray! We had a great time. Travis was amazing. I can't believe, for a guy who complains about dying all the time, he was the one out front leading the entire time. I tell you, I had a hard time keeping up with him. It's been a few weeks since that trip, and as we move into the fall, as the leaves turn color and start to drop from the trees, it's probably time I sum up my experience with my old camping gear. And if I had to use one word to summarize it, I'd have to say flawless. When I started the trip, I fully expected to have some difficulties with my old gear. And as it turns out, that was not the case. It turned out to be a bit of a boring story, because I had expected those challenges would make a big part of this video story. Going through that whole hike without any issues whatsoever, gear related, just proves that go with what you got still holds true. Thanks for watching, and of course, please do that YouTube thing, like, hit subscribe, all of that. And if you enjoy the outdoors like I do, hiking, camping, just anything outdoors, why not have a look around my channel? I'm sure you'll find something you'll really love. Again, Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.